Hey guys, Tron here with the next video. It's been a while. I wasn't doing any videos during CWL. Big time commitment, also pretty competitive there. Didn't want to give an advantage to another team. And then I had some personal things going on in my life. But back at it here, going to be coming out with 4 videos. First 2 are going to be the bloopers, get you a little warmed up for the action. 3-star action, going to have 2 videos highlighting the 3 stars. So it's in 4 different clans, so I have a lot of interesting attacks. Um, and going to be coming in here with the first one, a Bow Witch attack by Tommy Crow's D4L. Great use of the Queen Walk here. You have these really long single compartments with some dead space behind them. Great for Queen Walks. I did notice that Sam took out one of his healers when he first dropped them down. Especially in CWL, it's pretty important to bring those test loons if you're doing Queen Walk, E-Drag, Baby Drag funneling. Don't really know where those Sams are. But gets a great funnel here with the E-Drag. If you notice, those buildings are kind of one tile apart and there's no air defense. E-Drag can get a lot of great value there as your queen is walking. Double Ice Golem CC is real tough to handle, but healers are keeping everything alive, raging up everything through. One jump here to get into the Town Hall compartment. You'll notice the king kind of shoots out ahead and is going to be able to take that Town Hall down. So hits the Warden ability before the kill squad gets in there, and the bowlers and witches tend to spread out here. So that was kind of a great use of the Warden there and great identification on the king. Not sure if you can predict which building's going to be left up. You might think it's that Inferno at 3, but I'll tell you right now that it's not going to be. This was pretty much a beautiful attack all the way around. Maybe one loon would have made it a 3-star, but it's pretty easy, hindsight 2020, to judge your attack. There's just a lot of variables that going on, so it's definitely GG to Tommy Crows. Didn't get this archer tower down here at the bottom, even though you see that there's a lot of troops. These bowlers tend to get picked off. The warden goes, I have no idea where. One witch decides to attack it. One witch walks all the way around and just couldn't seem to bring this archer tower down. And everything, all the other major troops are heading up towards 3 o'clock. Going to be able to clean up the rest of these buildings and just can't seem to get back to this archer tower that the queen was not able to hit. Just kind of a heartbreaker all the way around. But GG, everything's going to kind of sit on a wall here. Warden's going to be able to snipe that Inferno. And instead of walking around, I don't even think with 16 seconds left could have gotten it. But maybe one loon could have gotten it. Again, hindsight 2020, but it's definitely a great attack. Going to be moving in here to 2 Pekkabola attacks. Going to be showing this strategy that I've been using. Okay, here's the first Pekkabola attack. It's not standard. It was a pretty easy funnel, but usually there's a 5 healer queen walk, and you're heading towards the town hall. Use the king on the other side to funnel the Pekkas and bowlers into the town hall. This base there was really no funneling that was needed. So mainly it was just kind of a vomit here near the town hall. Just made sure everything went in. And I'll show some attacks where it was more standardized on what we do here. But it's 4 or 5 Pekkas, a bunch of bowlers, and the Warden ability. Then you get to use that Warden over the town hall, and then jump and rage the rest of the base. So been working pretty well in CWL and regular wars. Been trying to fine tune it a little bit better. It's very important to get that Warden ability right. So make sure, if your troops get caught up in the Tornado Trap or Ice Golem, you don't hit it too early or too late, because those bowlers absolutely cannot withstand the Giga Bomb. Double Ice Golem, again, does a lot of work here on these ground attacks. Healers are starting to get picked off by that air defense because there's just no troops. But the heal spell tends to help things if you think that's going to happen. And then once the bowlers get free of everything, they're just going to rush through this compartment, take down all the Infernos, get to the other side, clear out all the Expos. This was one of my first attacks with this strategy, and then started to notice that there's a little bit of a time problem. Your main kill squad takes about 75% of the base out sometimes, and then there's this just 25% that's left out all over the place, and the Pekkas can be a little too slow without any spells to really take everything else effectively. So one thing, adjustment, is saving 1 Pekka and a couple wizards for the cleanup. And that Pekka usually it's great HP, so it can take out a couple point defenses, Teslas, and things like that. Move through the trash buildings, especially with a wizard behind it. Can really start pushing all the cleanup and really get that time problem out of the way. So you'll notice the queen, she's going to work and clear everything down to 6. There's one Pekka that breaks through the wall here, starts heading up towards noon. I think I have one more wizard. I can use the tanking, keep the Pekka out in front and drop a wizard behind it, and it almost works. You'll notice this Pekka takes the wizard tower, is going to continue to move on down to the rest of these defenses with the wizard behind it. It's basically the little wizard that could, and then just ended up petering out here. Pekka goes down, one swings on both of these Teslas. The wizard targets the mortar here. Just not enough hit points left up on that Pekka. Archer Tower takes it down. Wizard beats on this wall here. Guess it was slightly out of range of the Town Hall, so that was unfortunate. But moves through, and these minions, they just can't seem to take down the Archer Tower, and it is a time fail. Okay, here is the second Pekkabola attack. This was the last war. If I converted to 3-star here, we would have gotten first place in Parabellum in our league. So a little bit of a heartbreaker, but it is a team effort all around. So definitely can't. Any one attack, could have gone either way. So it is a team effort here. Great Pekkabola here. Base. Drop the E-Dragon. There's no air defense up here, so it's going to be able to build a really nice funnel. I have to be honest that Loon taking out the mortar probably may have cost the 3-star. If the E-Dragon had come back down towards that bomb tower and cleared more of that base out, that might have changed the attack. But here's the king on the other side of the town hall building the funnel like I talked about. Healers coming through, Wall Wrecker, Warden. I used some bowlers to get the double bounce off that elixir, and then you just spam the rest of the Pekkas and bowlers, sending them into the town hall. Rage everything up here. Gonna hit the Warden ability over the town hall, jumping into the rest. The other thing I probably needed to do on this attack was bring a second jump. I opted not to because I really wanted to secure the 2-star no matter what. So that's just kind of the things about CWL. Heal through this multi-inferno. You can just tell everything is moving through. You'll see the Pekka working up from 6 o'clock. Kind of talked about that where the Pekka can take down a lot of this point defense and really help through cleanup. The Hound does pop and does distract the Queen. Starts picking off some of the bowlers here. 2 Infernos left up. Really needed to jump here. Queen walks around to the outside and just can't seem to get to everything. But you'll notice even with a minute 23, there plenty of troops are left up. It can be a really time problem. Again, jump spell probably would have done it here. Troops would have moved up more towards noon instead of walking outside the base. But again, would have attacked differently if it had been a regular war. CWL, again, you just have that one shot, so you have to really bring everything for the 2-star. One wizard left. Drop it here. Maybe if I had dropped it a little bit sooner, I could have gotten some more DPS. But like I said in the previous videos, hindsight 2020. You can second guess an attack. Maybe the Queen's ability should have been a little bit sooner. Take down this Expo. You notice I only got 2 Infernos left with 40 seconds left. Just kind of unfortunate. Hit the tornado trap here at the end. Queen steps up, triggers the skeleton trap, doesn't take down the Inferno. Once the 2 Pekkas get out from under the tornado trap, they can't seem to get these skeletons. They'll get this one Inferno here. They'll beat through the wall, get the Inferno, and just not being able to get to the other one. I think I'm going to show one attack, another Town Hall 12 attack from Thunderstorm, and is an Angry Dragon attack, and then that is going to be it for this video. Okay, last attack here in Thunderstorm. 99% by Sergeant M here. Town Hall 12v12. Sergeant's one of the best Town Hall 12 attackers that I've ever played with. Coming in here with the Angry Dragon attack, Rage and Freeze over that Wizard Tower is going to be able to get the Eagle down, power through this Inferno. Gets just tremendous value. You can get those bats just swarming up on each other with a single Inferno right there. Not a great base design. Comes in here with the Sui Heroes. Going to be able to pick off a few of these storages, get this air defense here. Sends in these loons to soak up some of those air mines. Drags coming in at the Town Hall. Have to get that Town Hall. Great funnel here. Slammer behind everything else, just like we've talked about in our other videos. Pretty much great execution. Holding this last Rage for the Town Hall. You're seeing that a lot lately. Can be fairly important and really influence an attack. Slammer goes down. Fortunately, doesn't get those loons in that Warden's ability, but they get out of the way from the Giga Bomb. Everything gets frozen here by the Ice Golem. Once it comes out, gets that loon down, everything's going to power through the rest of this base. You'll see 2 dragons up by 3 o'clock. They're going to help continue to build this funnel. The rest of the dragons power up into this multi-inferno. Lots of air skelly traps. Powering through the rest of this base. Honestly, watching this attack live, really thought this was going to be a 3-star. Has 2 loons left over, decides to drop them on this cannon. You'll see later how Sergeant M wishes he had saved these 2 loons for the end of the attack. Just wait 1 second here. Coming up here, you'll see it has an air defense and a air expo. So coming in here, would have wished had those 2 loons at the end, could have sent them in to hopefully get that air defense down a little bit quicker. Other than that, that was just an unlucky attack by Sergeant M with the 99%.